Sumner High School vs. Puyallup High School is one of the best rivalry games in the state of Washington. And in Week 5 of the 2024 season, these two teams went at it again in a game that would end up coming down to the final minutes. You never know what's going to happen when Sumner plays Puyallup, but one thing we do know is it's always lit. Sumner started the season 3-1 with their only loss being to the number 1 ranked team in Oregon. They're undefeated in Washington, however, and started their season strong by beating the back-to-back defending state champs Lake Stevens in Week 1. Since then, they have continued to play great football, led by the number 1 ranked quarterback in the state for the class of 2026, Nate Donovan. He also leads the state in passing yards this year and has many weapons to throw to on offense, including 3-star senior tight end Carter Koke and sophomore wide receiver Braylon Pope. They also have a solid defensive unit, making it difficult for opposing teams to rack up the points. As for Puyallup, they had a slow start to their season due to a few injuries to some of their key players. They enter Week 5 with a record of 1-3 and would come into this game hungry for a win. Regardless of their record, they have lots of talent across the board with many Division I caliber players. Their quarterback Braden Paulino is only a sophomore, but he has lots of potential to be one of the top quarterbacks in the state. A couple of their key offensive weapons include running back Kyson Douglas and wide receiver Nick Neal, and they also have one of the top linemen in the state in Jacoba Doyle. They have a balanced defense as well, and wouldn't make things easy for Sumner in this game. But now that we've broken down both teams, let's kick things off. Puyallup received the ball to start the game, and right away they got the ball into the hands of their playmakers. Nick Neal helped them pick up a quick first down, and Kyson Douglas had a few good runs as well to move the chains. They would end up getting past midfield after a big pickup from Paulino on the ground, but a couple plays later, Austin Gleavar made an impressive play sacking Paulino to kill Puyallup's momentum. This brought up a 4th down, forcing the punt team on for Puyallup, as Sumner would now get their first chance to make something happen on offense. They strung together a couple good plays to pick up a first down, and moments later, this happened. Sumner's star wide receiver Braylon Pope makes an amazing play to get Sumner into the red zone, and from there, running back Steele Isaacs did the rest of the work. After the 9-yard touchdown run from Isaacs, Sumner took an early 7-0 lead. When Puyallup got the ball back, they continued to string together some good plays, getting past midfield again as the game rolled into the second quarter. Then, a couple plays into the second quarter, here's what happened next. Braden Paulino finds Kyson Douglas for the 40-yard touchdown, tying things up for Puyallup after the extra point. Pono Borden then had a good return for Sumner, setting up their next drive with good field position. They went straight to the ground game to start the drive and quickly picked up some good yards after a couple nice runs from Steele Isaacs and his teammate Shea Molina, who had an impressive run on this play. They continued to run the ball effectively on the drive, but the Puyallup defense ended up making a couple good stops, forcing a 3rd and long. The Puyallup defense made a good stop on 3rd down, but let me know in the comments if you think this should have been pass interference on Puyallup. It wasn't called, so now Sumner would attempt a 42-yard field goal. The kick had plenty of distance, but it went wide right, so Puyallup would now get the ball back, keeping the game tied at 7 apiece. Kyson Douglas then had another good pickup for Puyallup, but the drive didn't last long thanks to this sack from Mason Thayer. It was now 4th and long, so Puyallup had no option but to punt. It would end up being a short punt, so Sumner would have excellent field position on their next drive. But they couldn't get much going, so they had to settle for a 32-yard field goal that Austin Ferentz nailed, giving Sumner a 10-7 lead as the game rolled into halftime. I hope you all are enjoying the game. If so, make sure to drop a like right now and subscribe to the channel because we have videos coming out just like this every single week. Sumner received the ball to start the second half, looking to build on their small lead. Donovan found Pope a couple times early in the drive as they started to move the ball down the field. Donovan then found Carter Koke for a big pickup, and moments later they were in the red zone. But the Puyallup defensive front then made a few big stops at the line, forcing a Sumner 4th down. Sumner only needed a few yards, but Jaden Woodland and Riley Perez made a huge stop right in front of the first down mark, turning the ball back over to Puyallup. Both teams then forced a 3-and-out on the next 2 drives, and when Puyallup got the ball back, here's what happened on their first play from scrimmage. Dylan Titialii makes an amazing play, picking off Paulino to set Sumner up inside the Puyallup 25-yard line. The Sumner offense then had a couple small pickups, and it would soon be 3rd and goal on the 6-yard line. Donovan makes a nice throw on the run, finding Ashton Pillard for the score to give Sumner a 10-point lead. On Puyallup's next drive, Paulino had a good run to move the chains early in the drive as the game moved into the 4th quarter, giving Puyallup 12 minutes to make a comeback. But a couple plays into the 4th, Sean Griffith comes up with a sack for Sumner, and moments later the punt team was back on the field. Sumner already had the momentum, and it looked like they would be able to put the nail in the coffin if they could just get into the red zone on their next drive. They decided to take a shot down the field, but here's what happened on the play. Isaac Norris comes up with a huge pick to give Puyallup's offense another opportunity to make something happen, but on their next drive, the Sumner defense quickly forced a 4th and short that Puyallup decided to go for. Sumner makes a big stop and they would take over in the red zone, leaving Puyallup with little hope left, but they still believed. They made a huge 3rd down stop on Sumner's next drive, so Sumner would be forced to kick a long field goal, and much to everyone's surprise, the kick went wide left. It was now do or die time for Puyallup, and from here, things got crazy. Dylan Titialii looked to have made his 2nd interception of the day, taking it back for a pick 6, but there was a flag on Sumner before the throw, so rather than the game being a done deal, Puyallup would get yet another shot, and on the very next play, this happened. Paulino connects with Kyson Douglas for their 2nd touchdown of the night, this time for 70 yards, putting Puyallup within 3 with 2:40 to go. They now had to make a stop on defense because if Sumner picked up a 1st down or 2, the game would come to an end. On the first play of the drive, Molina takes it up the middle for a few yards, and on the very next play, Israel Neighbors bounces to the outside, picking up the 1st down for Sumner. They went right back to Neighbors on the next play, and he does it again. He breaks a tackle and bounces to the outside, picking up another 1st down, helping Sumner close out the game to win the much-anticipated rivalry matchup.
Hey, B's up, man. Horns down, baby. Let's go.
Thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this.